Hollywood is not just the birthplace of blockbuster films and iconic celebrities. It's also a place where individuals with extraordinary looks captivate audiences and spark curiosity. Have you ever wondered who the entertainers with truly one-of-a-kind appearances are, and what their stories entail? These faces don't just stand out because of their striking features. They also draw attention for the inspiring journeys they've overcome. Prepare to embark on a journey to discover Hollywood's most unique personalities. These stars didn't just leave a mark on the entertainment industry, they also shared powerful stories of self-confidence and personal triumph. Curious about the secrets behind their one-of-a-kind looks? Don't miss out! Hit like and subscribe to our channel now to dive deeper into the lives of these extraordinary individuals, those who turned their differences into unshakable strength. The story of Ben Underwood is a truly remarkable testament, shattering all boundaries of what we perceive as human limitations. At just 3 years old, a severe medical condition in his retina led doctors to make the heart-wrenching decision to remove Ben's eyes in order to save his life. Confronted with a world of endless darkness, conventional expectations suggested a life of shyness, isolation, and dependency. Yet, Ben's journey would defy every prediction. However, Ben defied all those expectations. With an extraordinary instinct, he developed the ability to navigate using echolocation, a survival skill once believed to be exclusive to dolphins and bats. Rather than accepting defeat, Ben began creating sharp tack sounds with his tongue, using the echoes to map the world around him and navigate with remarkable precision. He meticulously analyzed the sound waves bouncing back from surrounding objects, constructing an invisible yet incredibly detailed three-dimensional world in his mind. Through this astonishing process of training, Ben's world was restored. The young boy could effortlessly ride his bike through the streets, skate with remarkable skill, play basketball with precision, and navigate obstacles with accuracy, all without a cane or any assistance. His ability was nothing short of extraordinary. Looking back on Ben Underwood's extraordinary journey, we don't just witness a miraculous biological adaptation. We witness a powerful anthem of indomitable will. His life proves a profound truth. Even when physical light is taken away, a person can still ignite their own torch with courage and an unyielding thirst for life. Deandra Forrest, born on October 22, 1989 in the Bronx, New York, is an African-American model, actress, and advocate for albinism. Raised in a family of 5 siblings in a predominantly Black and Hispanic neighborhood, she and her younger brother are the only members with albinism, a genetic condition that gives them very pale skin, platinum blonde hair, light green eyes, and vision challenges like nystagmus. From a young age, Deandra faced teasing, stares, and misunderstandings, often feeling like an outsider in her own community. Yet Deandra refused to let prejudice define her. After graduating from the New York Institute for Special Education in 2007, her life took a turn in 2009, when fashion photographer Shamir Khan discovered her on 34th Street in Manhattan. Within a month, she signed with Elite Model Management, becoming the first female model with albinism to join a major agency. What was once viewed as a difference became her signature strength, propelling her to international runway shows, magazine covers, including Ebony, and high-profile editorials. In 2017, Deandra made history as the first person with albinism to headline a major beauty brand campaign, Wet n Wild's Breaking Beauty, alongside other trailblazing models who represented diversity in ability, gender, and ethnicity. She also appeared in Beyoncé's Pretty Hurts video and has become a global advocate for albinism awareness, partnering with organizations such as the United Nations to promote education and equality. Imagine being born in the heart of the African continent, where sun-kissed dark skin has long symbolized heritage and natural beauty. But what if that defining feature were suddenly missing from the moment you entered the world? For Thando Hopa, the renowned South African lawyer and model, this wasn't just a hypothetical scenario. It was the reality that shaped her life, a life filled with challenges, but also remarkable resilience and strength. From birth, Thando lived with albinism, a rare genetic condition. Her body lacks the enzyme tyrosinase, a crucial component needed to produce melanin, the pigment responsible for coloring the skin, hair, and eyes. Without this enzyme, her body cannot generate melanin, resulting in a strikingly pale appearance that sharply contrasts with the community around her. Growing up in an environment where differences in appearance could attract constant attention and sometimes deep social prejudice, Thando's childhood was often a quiet struggle. She faced physical challenges such as difficulty seeing the words on a classroom board, shielding her sensitive skin from the harsh African sun, and navigating daily life with limited vision. Despite these obstacles, Thando's resilience and determination shone through. Hit like and subscribe to follow Thando's journey of overcoming adversity, someone who faced prejudice and physical barriers to discover the strength in her uniqueness. Yet the most difficult struggle Thando faced was emotional, the deep sense of isolation that comes from looking different in a community. Rather than letting insecurity define her, Thando chose a bold and empowering response. She stepped into the spotlight. With sharp intelligence and unwavering determination, she built a successful career as a prosecutor, standing in court to defend justice and human rights. But she didn't stop there. In a move that took many by surprise, Thando ventured into the demanding world of fashion. Bringing her natural appearance, her striking white hair, luminous skin, and undeniable confidence to the global stage, Thando graced the cover of Vogue, challenging long-held notions of beauty and representation. Her presence reshaped perceptions and sparked important conversations about diversity in fashion and media. The story of Thando Hopa reads like a powerful film. She has proven to the world that when a person has the courage to fully embrace their uniqueness, even biological differences can become a transformative force, one capable of redefining beauty, identity, and the very limits of possibility. Shueli Abing, born in China with albinism, a genetic condition that causes very pale skin, white hair, light-sensitive eyes, and vision at around 8 to 10% of normal, was abandoned as a baby by her birth parents due to superstitions that viewed albinism as a curse or bad luck. She was found by orphanage staff left on the ground outside and was named Shueli, meaning beautiful snow, inspired by her striking appearance. At age 3, Shueli was adopted by a Dutch family and grew up in the Netherlands with her adoptive mother and sister. Despite challenges like poor vision, light sensitivity, and societal stares, Shueli embraced her uniqueness. At 11, she entered the modeling world through the Perfect Imperfections campaign for people with disabilities. Her ethereal look quickly garnered attention, leading her to sign with Zebedee Talent Agency. She worked with top photographers, fronted major campaigns, and even appeared in Vogue Italia, June 2019 issue, transforming from an abandoned child into an international fashion star. She now serves as a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador, appointed in 2022, in the fight against racism and discrimination, using her platform and Instagram to raise awareness about albinism, debunk harmful myths, and demonstrate that people with the condition can achieve extraordinary success. No matter your starting point or how society labels your differences, you can turn perceived weaknesses into strengths by fully accepting yourself, relentlessly pursuing your passions, and using your voice to inspire change and challenge negative stereotypes. True uniqueness is a powerful gift that allows you to shine brightly. Jewel Jeffrey, born with albinism, a genetic condition that results in very pale skin, white hair and lashes, light-sensitive eyes, and reduced vision, is a Congolese-French model, DJ, and actor primarily based in Paris and Bordeaux, France, with international ties, sometimes linked to London campaigns. From a young age, he faced intense prejudice and discrimination, particularly in certain African cultures, where people with albinism are often ostracized or viewed as cursed. This caused him to initially hate his body and feel deeply isolated. Yet Jewel refused to be defined by rejection. He embraced his uniqueness, transforming it into his signature, a striking, giant white afro and an ethereal appearance that set him apart in the fashion world. He signed with top agencies, including Bound Management, Wanted Models, Allure Models, and Ugly Models Paris, working on campaigns for major brands like Jean-Paul Gaultier. As a DJ, he uses music to unite people across differences, a message highlighted in Smirnoff's 2017 We're Open campaign. In the campaign, he shared his personal story, his dream to perform in Africa despite safety concerns in certain regions, and advocated for openness and inclusivity. He also acts and inspires as an influencer on Instagram, with over 18,000 followers, openly discussing his journey from self-loathing to self-acceptance. He uses his platform to promote positivity and encourage others to embrace their uniqueness. Never let societal prejudice or physical differences make you reject yourself. Embrace your true identity with courage. Pursue your multifaceted passions, like music and modeling, and transform your personal story into a powerful force for connection, fostering openness, tolerance, and unity in the world around you. Hit like and subscribe to join us as we continue the journey of discovering inspiring stories like Jewel's. Crondon, Marvin Jones III, born July 9, 1976 in south-central Los Angeles, California, is an American rapper, songwriter, and actor of African-American descent living with albinism, a genetic condition that causes very pale skin, white hair and lashes, light-sensitive eyes, and vision issues like nystagmus. Growing up in a tough, impoverished neighborhood filled with violence and crime, Marvin faced teasing and bullying from peers because of his strikingly different appearance, his pale skin standing out in a predominantly black community. However, instead of turning to the streets like many around him, his uniqueness became an unexpected shield, steering him away from trouble and redirecting all his energy into his passion for music. Starting in the late 1990s, Marvin began rapping under the name Crondon. In 2003, he co-founded the underground hip-hop group Strong Arm Steady, SAS, with Phil D'Agony and Mitchie Slick, eventually signing to Talib Kweli's Blacksmith Records in 2007. Crondon has ghostwritten for hip-hop heavyweights like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Exhibit. His debut solo album, Everything's Nothing, was released in 2013. Known for his powerful flow and introspective lyrics, Crondon delves into themes of street life and personal experiences, gaining recognition for his authenticity and raw storytelling. His acting breakthrough came with the role of Tobias Whale, a powerful albino black crime boss, in the CW's superhero series Black Lightning, 2018 to 2021, marking his first major acting gig. This role made history as a fully developed albino black antagonist on TV, showcasing his commanding cinematic presence. Crondon also voiced the character Tombstone in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, 2018, and is set to reprise the role in upcoming MCU films, including Spider-Man Brand New Day, 2026. Fully embracing his albinism, Crondon views it as a divine blessing that transcends all living things, and he openly discusses the experience of being a black man with albinism in America. Never let discrimination or physical differences diminish your confidence or potential. Turn what society labels a flaw into your unique strength. Relentlessly pursue your passions, music, acting, and use your talent to prove your worth. Show that true power comes from inner resilience, determination, and authenticity, demonstrating to others that the most inspiring thing they can do is boldly embrace who they are. Stephen Thompson, born in Brooklyn, New York, is an American male model with oculocutaneous albinism type 1, a genetic condition that causes extremely pale skin, white hair, ice blue eyes sensitive to light, and reduced vision. Growing up in a vibrant, diverse neighborhood where rhythm and music were everywhere, he began playing jazz piano in bars at age 17. Modeling was never his dream. He started in the 1990s and gained early exposure through Daniel Peddle's documentary film, The Aggressives. His journey into the fashion world was unexpected, but he embraced the opportunity and became a trailblazer, using his distinct look to challenge conventional beauty standards. The turning point came in 2010, when Stephen met Riccardo Tisci, then Givenchy's creative director, who had long admired the ethereal beauty of albinism and drew inspiration from it. Stephen became the face of Givenchy's Spring/Summer 2011 campaign, shot by Mert and Marcus, appearing alongside Daphne Groneveld. At a time when men's fashion was dominated by homogeneous beauty standards, casting an albino model was seen as more of a risk than an advantage, but it sparked a small revolution, creating a clear before and after Givenchy in his career. The booking led to widespread press, major editorials, and campaigns, solidifying his place as a pioneer of individuality in male modeling. Beyond modeling, Stephen is a multifaceted artist, an accomplished jazz musician, painter, and burlesque performer. He describes his genes as rebellious and remains proactive in projects that allow him to express authenticity beyond trends. Don't wait for the world to accept your differences before you start shining. Embrace your uniqueness early. Persistently pursue diverse passions, art, music, fashion, and transform what others may see as a risk into your greatest strength. True confidence and talent have the power to shift industry perceptions and inspire others to boldly be themselves. Salif Keita, born August 25, 1949, in Joliba, Mali, is a legendary African musician hailed as the Golden Voice of Africa. A descendant of Sundiata Keita, the founder of the 13th century Mali Empire, he was born with albinism, a genetic condition that causes very pale skin, white hair and lashes, light-sensitive eyes, and impaired vision. In Mandinka culture, albinism was seen as a bad omen or curse, leading to rejection by his family and community from childhood. Despite his noble lineage, he grew up in poverty as an outcast, shunned as a bad luck figure, and even barred from teaching because his appearance frightened students. Yet music became his refuge and path to freedom. At 18, Salif Keita left for Bamako, performing in nightclubs before joining the government-sponsored Rail Band. He then moved to Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, to form Les Ambassadeurs. Blending Mande traditions with jazz, rhythm, and blues, he pioneered Afro-pop. His distinctive, gravelly, emotive voice and poetic lyrics propelled him to international fame during the 1970s and 80s. He composed the praise song Manju for Guinean President Sékou Touré, earning Guinea's National Order in 1977. With over 75 albums, 5 Grammy nominations, and iconic works like Soro, Mofu, and Un Autre Blanc, 2018, where he referred to himself as another white in Africa, Salif Keita became a global icon. In 2005, Salif Keita founded the Salif Keita Global Foundation to raise awareness about albinism, combat discrimination and violence, including ritual killings in parts of Africa, and advocate for equal rights and treatment. Even when society rejects or discriminates against you for being different, turn adversity into fuel. Persistently pursue your passion, use your talent to defy stereotypes, and transform your personal story into a force for change, proving that true worth lies in inner strength, resilience, and contribution, not in appearance or origins. Stan Larkin survived one of the most unbelievable medical scenarios, living for 555 days without an actual heart inside his body. After being diagnosed with right ventricular dysplasia, a condition that leads to fatal heart failure, Stan and his brother both faced complete heart failure. Rather than simply waiting in a hospital for a solution, Stan became a hybrid biological system, carrying a portable heart device in a backpack that kept his body functioning. This groundbreaking medical innovation allowed him to go about his daily life, moving and living without the need for a traditional heart, challenging medical possibilities and redefining the limits of human survival. From a biomedical technical perspective, the Syncardia Freedom portable driver functions as a pneumatic pump, fully replacing the function of both ventricles. Stan's adaptation demonstrates that the human body has the incredible ability to synchronize with external mechanical systems to sustain life. He even amazed doctors by playing basketball with a 6-kilogram backpack strapped to his back, showing that the will to live can push the performance of an artificial life support system far beyond theoretical limits. Stan's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the incredible potential of medical technology. Stan Larkin's journey represents the perfect integration of man and machine, allowing him to survive over 500 days without a biological heart. This technology liberated him from his hospital bed, redefining a future where machinery compensates for biological limitations. Do you believe in a future where machines could permanently replace human organs? Share your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us as we continue to explore the extraordinary. Carly Henrote lives with one of the rarest and most bizarre medical conditions in the world, Fibrodysplasia Ossificans Progressiva, FOP. This is a disease where the body's tissue repair system malfunctions, causing muscles, tendons, and ligaments to gradually turn into real bone. On a systemic level, Carly's body is creating a second skeletal structure, gradually locking the joints and trapping her in her own body. Upon deeper genetic analysis, FOP is caused by a mutation in a gene that causes the body's inflammatory response system to function incorrectly. When there is any minor injury, instead of healing with scar tissue, the body activates the ossification process, bone formation. Current research hypotheses are focusing on how to turn off this genetic switch. Carly's life is a race against time, where every small movement must be calculated carefully to avoid triggering the painful process of turning to stone. Despite facing the gradual loss of mobility, Carly maintains a positive outlook on life and has become a spokesperson for the FOP community. She uses her story to promote research on genetics and molecular biology. A system analysis of her case highlights the importance of understanding cellular signals. Carly is not only turning to stone, she is a warrior helping science uncover the key to decoding the deepest secrets of bone formation in humans. Liam Hoekstra is a rare medical case that has prompted many scientists to reconsider the limits of human strength from a young age. He suffers from a condition related to myostatin, a protein that controls muscle growth. When this protein is underactive, the body can develop superior muscle mass and extremely low body fat. From a very young age, Liam displayed incredible athletic abilities, including complex gymnastic movements, despite never having undergone formal training. From a biological perspective, Liam Hoekstra's body operates as a highly efficient energy consumption system. To maintain his large muscle mass, his metabolism is more intense than normal and requires a consistent diet. Nutritionists and biomedical experts believe this represents a biological balance. Great strength is often accompanied by high energy demands. This provides valuable data on how the skeletal and cardiovascular systems adapt to support extraordinary muscle growth, offering insights into the potential limits of human physical development and the interplay between energy efficiency and muscle mass. Liam Hoekstra's case is not only a medical phenomenon, but also opens up new hope for treating muscle diseases. His story proves that even a small change in genes can make an extraordinary difference to human potential. If you could possess a physical superpower, which one would you choose? Would you opt for unmatched strength, incredible speed, or the ability to heal rapidly? Let us know what superpower you'd choose and how it could change the way you experience the world. Imagine being born into a family of unimaginable wealth and influence. Yet what captivates the world isn't your family name or your bank account balance. It's the extraordinary, surreal beauty of Bera Ivanishvili, a man who transformed his genetic uniqueness into an artistic masterpiece of pride. The son of a billionaire and the former Prime Minister of Georgia, Bera could have easily lived a life in his father's shadow. Instead, he chose to step into the brightest spotlight, carving his own path to fame. Bera and his younger brother Tsotne both share the rare condition of congenital albinism. Nature gifted them with striking metallic white hair, porcelain skin, and eyes that gleam with the cold depth of ice. In a world where people with albinism often face hesitant glances and judgment, Bera chose not to hide. Instead, he embraced his uniqueness, smiling with pride and transforming his distinctive appearance into a personal crown of confidence. Refusing to let his appearance define his life, Bera channeled his passion into music. He established his own record label and swiftly rose to fame as a singer, rapper, and music producer. His music videos, along with a stream of captivating social media clips, not only mesmerized with their infectious melodies, but also enchanted audiences with his presence, radiating like a figure straight out of myth and legend. The moments Bera shares in photos with his brother Tsotne always carry a powerful message, breaking down traditional standards of beauty. Bera Ivanishvili's journey is a truly inspiring tale. He demonstrates to the world that true appeal doesn't lie in blending into the crowd, but in blossoming through self-respect and the bravery to shine brightly as your authentic self. In the vibrant, fast-paced world of Soweto, South Africa, a little girl was born with a completely unique appearance. Refilwe Modiselle was born with congenital albinism. Growing up in a place where her difference not only drew curious glances, but also sparked harsh whispers and deep-rooted prejudices, she faced a childhood where she often felt like a stranger in her own home. Her white skin and hair became the center of stigma and misconceptions, shaping a world where acceptance seemed out of reach. However, instead of allowing the shadows of insecurity to consume her, Refilwe chose to carve her own path. Surrounded by the unwavering love and support of her mother, the young girl began to embrace her uniqueness. Refusing to hide in the face of adversity, Refilwe made a bold choice. At the age of 13, she stepped onto the fashion runway, determined to showcase her beauty to the world. With confident strides and an undeniable presence, Refilwe broke down the most entrenched barriers of prejudice, etching her name in history as South Africa's first professional model with albinism. Proudly adopting the name Vanilla Black, she boldly celebrated her heritage and the radiant beauty she embodies. Not content with just the spotlight on the catwalk, Refilwe also brought her powerful story to the screen, sharing her journey of resilience and self-empowerment with the world. Through her compelling performance in the award-winning short film White Gold, Refilwe courageously revealed the hidden struggles and harsh realities faced by people with albinism in Africa every day. Refilwe Modiselle's journey is more than just a tale of beauty emerging from adversity. It is a powerful anthem of pride, demonstrating to the world that when you embrace yourself with courage, every obstacle can transform into a launch pad for you to shine brighter than ever. Hit like and subscribe to uncover the inspiring story of Refilwe Modiselle, who turned challenges into strength and continues to shine brilliantly. In the history of fashion, some names are destined to change the rules of the game, and Connie Chiu is one of them. Born in Hong Kong to a Chinese family and raised in Sweden, Connie embodies a unique cultural fusion alongside her congenital albinism. In the 1990s, when the concept of standard beauty was still very narrow, Connie boldly entered the fashion world. At 24, she became the world's first professional model with albinism, beginning her journey on the runways of Jean-Paul Gaultier. With her snow-white hair and delicate East Asian features, Connie was not just a model. She was a living piece of art, challenging every stereotype about race and appearance. Beyond fashion, Connie is also a talented jazz singer. She proves that true radiance does not come from trying to hide your differences, but from turning those differences into your unique pride. The lesson. Connie Chiu's story teaches us that the pioneer is always the one who faces the most challenges, but they are also the one who opens the door of hope for millions behind them. Never be afraid if you are the only one who looks different in a room, because your very presence is a testament to the diversity and infinity of human beauty. In the world of art, sometimes uniqueness is found not in an individual, but in a connection. Laura and Mara Bawar, twins from Sao Paulo, Brazil, became a global phenomenon at just 11 years old. Born to West African parents, both girls have albinism, creating a striking visual contrast alongside their dark-skinned sister, Sheila. Their unique family dynamic and captivating appearance quickly caught the attention of the fashion world, propelling them into the spotlight. The beauty of Laura and Mara lies not just in their porcelain skin or pale hair, but in their absolute confidence when standing together. Rather than feeling out of place, these young girls transformed their condition into a living masterpiece. Their photography, often featuring their sister Sheila, creates a mesmerizing contrast that celebrates the miraculous diversity of human genetics and beauty. The striking visual harmony of the three sisters highlights the power of individuality and the beauty found in embracing what makes us different. Laura and Mara are more than just child models. They represent a new generation where differences are celebrated, not stigmatized. They have proven that uniqueness is not a barrier. It is a gift if we learn to cherish it together. The story of the Bauer twins teaches us that confidence is multiplied when we have the companionship and support of our loved ones. Never be afraid to stand out from the crowd, because it is that very difference that creates irreplaceable artistic and human value. In the history of rock and roll, Edgar Winter is an irreplaceable name. Born in Texas, USA, Edgar and his brother Johnny Winter both lived with albinism. But instead of allowing physical differences to define his life, Edgar chose to let his guitars, saxophones, and powerful vocals speak for him. Through his music, he not only broke barriers, but also became a trailblazer in the rock and blues genres, leaving an enduring mark on the music world. Edgar Winter was more than just a performer. He was a multi-instrumentalist master, proficient in everything from keyboards and saxophone to drums. With iconic hits like Frankenstein and Free Ride, he dominated the music charts in the 1970s. Over more than half a century in the spotlight, Edgar never attempted to hide his natural appearance. His signature white hair and pale skin became an unmistakable trademark of a rock legend, further cementing his unique place in music history. Edgar Winter's life is a testament to living authentically. He didn't seek pity, he simply wanted the audience to hear his music. Edgar Winter's story teaches us that passion and competence are the brightest lights that can dissolve any shadows of insecurity. When you pursue what you love with all your heart, the world will stop focusing on what you lack and begin admiring the masterpiece you've created. In the glitzy world of high fashion, Sean Ross is more than just a model. He is a revolution. Born and raised in the Bronx, New York, Sean grew up with a look that starkly contrasted with his community, a black man born with albinism. Sean's childhood was anything but easy. He faced relentless bullying and cruel nicknames like Powder and Ghost. However, instead of hiding in the shadows of insecurity, Sean chose a path few would dare to take. With the unwavering support of his family and his passion for dance, at the Alvin Ailey School, he transformed what was once seen as a difference into his greatest uniqueness. At 16, Sean Ross officially entered the industry, becoming the world's first professional black male model with albinism. He shattered traditional beauty standards, gracing the pages of prestigious magazines like GQ and Vogue, and walking the runways for fashion powerhouses like Alexander McQueen and Givenchy. Sean proved one undeniable truth. Beauty isn't about conforming to the majority, it's about the confidence to be yourself. Sean Ross's journey teaches us that difference is not a deficit, it is a superpower. Instead of blending in to be accepted, have the courage to define your own identity. When you fully embrace and love who you are, the world has no choice but to adjust its vision to match yours. Nastya Zhidkova, born on October 29, 1996 in Moscow, Russia, is a renowned model living with albinism. From birth, she has had strikingly pale skin, platinum blonde hair, and light blue eyes, along with very poor vision, estimated at just about 8% of normal. This condition led her to face societal stares, curiosity, and prejudice from a young age. Yet Nastya refused to let these challenges define or limit her, choosing instead to carve her own path and embrace her uniqueness. Instead of hiding her uniqueness, Nastya embraced it and pursued modeling with confidence. She signed with prestigious agencies, including Lila Model Management, Moscow, City Models, Paris, and Zuka, Tokyo. Under her professional alias Kiker Chan, or Kimmy, she starred in numerous ethereal editorials and magazine features, earning the title of one of the world's most beautiful albino models. While building her career, she also pursued law at Moscow State Law University on a part-time basis, showcasing her dedication both to her craft and education. A major turning point came when Nastya fulfilled her lifelong dream of moving to Tokyo, Japan, to live independently. The transition was challenging, starting from scratch without agency support and facing high stress. But she adapted, grew, and eventually became an influencer with over 100,000 Instagram followers. Through her journey, she demonstrated that true beauty lies in uniqueness and resilience, inspiring others who face discrimination or struggle with insecurities about their appearance. Every person carries a unique story within them, and sometimes it is these very differences that create the most extraordinary value. What is most admirable is their powerful resilience, their confidence, and the way they transform what makes them different into inspiration for millions of people around the world. If you found today's story interesting, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it so we can continue discovering many more remarkable stories from around the world. See you in the next video.